thought y'all might really want to see this, how I refinish this and make it a cool new piece. Hey everyone, I've got this cabinet from one of my clients that sold their house. It was an old antique thing. It was pretty rough shape. I wasn't going to originally film this just because it takes 10 times longer to film something, but I thought y'all might really want to see this. It's painted kind of like a reddish brown, and the top was as well. But what I did on the top already is I had sanded it down with an orbital sander to just try to get some of the natural oak that was under it, because I did want that to show through, but I am going to leave this other red to kind of leave a distressing on it. This part here is messed up. It's like indented. I cut a couple of pieces of boards that I'm going to put underneath because I'm going to push that back up and it'll make it back even. Also, the sides are kind of messed up. So I've got this cool looking wallpaper that I'm going to try. It's the peel and stick wallpaper, and I'm going to try to fill in these sections to make them look different too. Alright, let's screw this boards in on the bottom and let's get it painted. So I'm going to push this back up with these boards so that way it can push that back up. I didn't want to have to replace that bottom. That is done. Now I've got some white chalk paint. I've kind of dusted it off somewhat and everything, and then I'm going to put this white chalk paint on. The thing that I love about white chalk paint, I've done this table with it. This thing is my craft table and it does not scratch off. I didn't prime it, I didn't prep it, I just put it on. White chalk paint is very, very forgiving. This will take a couple of coats, and Bill had to run to do some stuff for work. I left my paintbrush in his car, so I'm going to put my first coat on with the sponge because it takes 2 good coats. With this coronavirus going on, I know a lot of people are looking for projects and things to do, so that was the reason I thought I would record this. I'm a real estate agent and I'm considered essential, and I've still been working. I've been working, could take really good precautions. We do virtual showings on people that can't make it, or if they want to come, because I am taking very big precautions to protect myself when I go show someone. It's just usually 2 or 3 people. I'll spray the lockbox, I open the lockbox, I spray the key, then I get the key out, I spray the knob, and then I open the door and let them go in. If it's a vacant house, I just stay outside and let them look. If it's occupied, I kind of go to each room, but I stay my distance. Alright, coat 1 is done. I'm going to let this dry, and then I'm going to do the next coat, and then we're going to put in our little insert. First coat is dry. Now let's do the second and final coat. That's the good thing about chalk paint, it dries really fast. Good thing this thing's made good. I just threw that in the floor, didn't I? One reason that I like the antique style is because it doesn't have to be perfect. And that's what I like. Because I don't do things perfectly. So I decided while the paint's drying, I'm going to go ahead and Mod Podge this on so it can start be drying so that I can start doing my last few steps. But all I'm doing is taking this clock that I found and cutting it out. I got my Mod Podge. Hope I don't hit my head on the ceiling fan. But I'm thinking I'm going to put this like somewhere like over here. And I want to cut this because this has like boards on top of it. And I want to cut it to make it look like it's part of that. So I think this is where I'm going to Mod Podge this down. And I got a knife that I'm going to cut the tape. And I maybe have to turn the ceiling fan off. I'm going to cut my head off. Stick on my Mod Podge. I'm going to stick that like right there. And then I wanted it wrapped over the edge just a little bit. We're going to wrap that over. Rub that down. And we're going to take this and just run it through the groove. And now we'll cover it up with Mod Podge. Alright, I decided I want to go ahead and do that, let that dry while while the paint's drying so that I can do the final sealer on the top. Alright, now, waiting for paint to dry. Alright, so I am all dry. Now I want to take, this is just a fine sanding block, and you just want to kind of hit the places that would normally wear and tear. Oh, also, you probably noticed, I just threw a light coat after I turned the camera off of where I'm going to put the peel and stick wallpaper, just so that it would have a little something to stick to, because this is kind of a more like a chalky finish. Alright. I do want to kind of lightly sand over my clock too, to give it a little aged look as well. And then I want to sand off too, because you can see there's a decoupage that's on here a little bit. I'm going to sand all that off as well. And I'll have to take a rag off. Just wanted it to kind of look a little old around the edges. Because we're going to put a sealer over the top anyway. I'm going to take my head off with this, I know. Alright, now we're going to put on the wallpaper. Alright, so I think I want this to go this way on here. So I'm going to measure it. And then we're going to cut it a little bit bigger than what we need. Alright, so I cut it a little bit bigger than what I needed. And then that way I can kind of line it up. And then once I get it in, I can use a straight edge and cut off the excess. Stuff that's hard to get off the back, especially when your nails don't have any. The bogus. See, that's much better than that wavy looking board that was there. It would be better if I had like a better straight edge, but I got this and this will work. So now I have some polyurethane. I only had this small foam brush to put it on, but I'm just going to seal the top of this in. This is going to be really pretty. I had some knobs that I had got at Hobby Lobby and I just sprayed them black with spray paint that I'm going to put on the front for the drawers. And then I'm gonna go fix some lunch, and then I have some closings and some showings this afternoon once I finish this. All right, perfect. It is all, the top is all sealed. I'm going to go wait for these knobs to dry, put them on, and then this project will be done. Luckily I did take a picture of before and now this after. I think it turned out really good for a piece of junk furniture. And these knobs I already had, they were pink and I had gotten them at Hobby Lobby. And so that's what I used, something I already had. Well, there it is. We are done with this project. Or we. Yeah, I'm including you. All right, so I'm done with this project. I don't know exactly where I'm gonna put it at yet, but I love how it turned out. I think it's really cute. And I like the little clock thing that I added on the top as well. I thought that was a really neat touch that I had seen another YouTuber do. I think it turned out awesome. I love the little detail of the clock. And I think it would be really neat to find a couple of baskets or something to put in the opening. I just think that would finish it off, and they would need to be brown baskets because that would tie in with the top. But I absolutely love how it turned out. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching me refinish this old piece of furniture. Like and subscribe. Till next time.